Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am back today with my second trimester pregnancy update. I am 26.5 weeks now, so I think it's 28 weeks when you hit your third trimester, so I'm really close to that point, which is really scary. I feel like this pregnancy has flown by. I'm trying to enjoy it as much as I can, but the last few weeks have been quite tough. I was going to do some more updates in between if I could, but really it's only been the last 3 weeks that all of a sudden I've been getting a load of new symptoms, so I wasn't really getting enough to kind of sit down and do a video of it for you. Sorry if you can hear noise in the background. George is up and playing, and I had to get this done today because we've got a busy few days. So let's get into it. First off is sickness. So even though that nausea feeling has gone, which I was getting in my first trimester, I am still being sick, and quite a bit actually. It's not that I feel sick, it will be like just a sudden urge to go and be sick, and I literally have to run to the toilet. And I've never had that before. Usually in my first trimester I'll get that typical like nausea, and then it will go for the rest of the pregnancy. Sometimes it happens if I overthink certain smells or certain foods like coffee, and sometimes it's just completely random and I just have to go and be sick. So I think if I'd found out that I wasn't having a boy, then I would be totally convinced that it was a girl, just because that's completely different to anything I've had before. So yeah, that's been quite hard, and that's actually been from about, I think the sickness went for like a couple of weeks between my first and second trimester, and then probably from about 15-16 weeks I've been getting that on and off really. And my weight gain has also slowed down. I know I said that in my first trimester I felt like I've put on the most weight at that point. I feel like now the bump's kind of growing a bit, but my weight gain's kind of stayed the same, which is good on my part. My bump has, I feel like it popped out really quickly third time round. I think that's just because you've already had 2 pregnancies, but I do feel like the growth of that has slowed down slightly as well. I think all around I've kind of averaged out to where I should be at this point, which is good. I think the midwife will start measuring my bump at the next appointment, which is my 28-week appointment, and I reckon it's going to measure less than what it should. I just think it will. My last 2 pregnancies, that's how it went, and I feel like that's just how I carry. I just feel like I'm carrying the same way now as I did with the other 2, so we'll see. We'll soon find out about that. So heartburn has been bad this time. It's the worst I've ever had it. I have been getting heartburn from around 15 weeks, which is so early for me because usually it doesn't come on until the 3rd trimester. And it's not just been a tiny bit of heartburn, it's been really, really bad. So uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. It's like after every single time I eat I'll get it, whereas before with my other pregnancies it was tended to be more in the evening. After like a full day of eating I'd lie down and then that's when it would flare up, but this is literally after everything I eat. So Rennie and Gaviscon have been like my lifesaver. Weeing a lot. I have been, yeah, weeing all the time. Worse in the evenings, much worse in the evenings. It drives me mad. It hasn't got to that point where I'm getting up a million times at night yet, but I think it's slowly starting to get to that point. Also, when I'm sneezing and coughing, I have to be really careful to hold my pee in, which sounds so bad. I didn't ever get that with Jack. I had it slightly with George. This time round, yeah, I've got it quite badly. And my cravings. So I haven't really had that many cravings. I have had donuts at the start, and the one craving that I've had really throughout my second trimester is Coca-Cola with ice. That is literally all I am drinking, which is so bad because I know it's so bad for you, and if you know me, you'll know all I ever usually drink is water, or if I'm drinking alcohol, wine. So it's like really strange one for me, but when I'm going to buy it, I feel like I'm buying like a pack of cigarettes or something, because I feel like it's really bad for me. But I just have to have Coca-Cola and ice. It's, yeah, I've been having it like every single day. I am still off of my coffee as well, which again, if you know me, that's a big thing. I can drink it, but I can't overthink about drinking it too much, if that makes any sense. So if I want a coffee, I'll have one. Yeah, but I just got to not think about it. Some days I literally can't face drinking coffee at all. And usually that will be with me in my first trimester, but never in the second or third. So that's completely different as well. Another thing is I am exhausted all the time. Like, so exhausted. I don't feel like I've had that second trimester boost of energy that everyone says that you usually do, and you usually do get. And I think that's a number of things. I think that's because George is quite young still, so he's not really doing anything for himself. I'm always bending down, picking him up. He can't walk yet. He's still a baby, really. I found out I was pregnant and he wasn't even 1. So I think that's been more tiring. He does sleep through the night, which is good, but he gets up early, which kind of isn't. Yeah, I'm just finding this pregnancy so tiring, but not just like tired, just like I can feel like exhaustion through my whole body. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's the only way I can describe it. And some mornings I'll have to do like the nursery run with Jack, come home, put George down for his morning nap, and then I have to go to sleep too, just because I don't feel that I could carry on throughout the day. I remember being tired when I was pregnant with George, but this is like, yeah, this is ridiculous really. And the problem is, I think it's only going to get worse as it goes on. Like, I'm not even in the third trimester yet, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to cope. But I will. We do. We get on with it, don't we? Right, the next thing that I have been getting is something that I have always had, but with pregnancy it comes on like 10 times worse, and it's something called restless leg syndrome. It drives Tom mad, and it's basically you get this like uncontrollable urge to just fidget your feet, and you can't stop fidgeting them, and it's like it will keep you up at night because you've just got like these really restless legs. I sit down of an evening and I have to keep like moving and fidgeting my legs, and it's the weirdest thing. I have always had it, but with pregnancy, like I say, it's just so much worse. So yeah, that is a really it's keeping me up at night. It's not good at all. And another new one that I've had is, this is one thing that I actually got really upset when I found it. I haven't had it with my other 2 pregnancies, but I noticed on the back of one of my legs I have a varicose vein, and it's like more of an outstanding curly vein that's a little bit bulging on the back of my leg. Apparently it does go down, it's just from all the extra blood you carry like in pregnancy, and it will go down once I've had the baby. But yeah, it did upset me a bit because obviously in the summer you want like your legs out and stuff, and you're feeling horrible anyway in pregnancy, so you want to wear your nice summery dresses, but then you got this horrible vein. But yeah, apparently it will go, and apparently when I looked it up, the more pregnancies you have, the more likely you are to get it, so that probably explains why I've only just got it now with my 3rd pregnancy. So yeah, I'm really hoping that that will disappear once baby's arrived. I'm sure it will. And one other thing that I've had is something called, what is the name of it? I can't remember the name of it. I think one of the names is lightning crutch or something like that. And it's basically a pain in your groin, and it's like, it literally is like a flash of lightning going through your groin. Like, I don't know, that's the only way I can explain it. And I don't think I had it so much with Jack. I had it with George, and it's got worse this time round. And it's like all of a sudden you'll stand up and it's like, oh, this like shooting pain through your groin. I've actually been getting it like that, but also just when I like if I've been sitting down for a long period of time and then I stand up and go to walk, it's like when I'm walking it's really uncomfortable, and it makes you have that like pregnancy waddle. It's not like you're waddling because of your bump, you're waddling because of the pain in your groin. And backaches as well. I've been getting quite bad lower backaches the last probably week, which I've never had, and I thought I'd got away with in pregnancy, but not this time. So that is a little update of my second trimester. I will show you the bump now. I don't think I've shown the bump yet. I'll have to put some jogging bottoms on though because I'm wearing a dress. So here is the bump at 26.5 weeks. It's from the front, from the side, and this side. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Please like and subscribe, and I should think I'll be back between now and the end of my pregnancy, because I feel like all of a sudden there's a lot of changes going on. So I will see you soon. Bye.